Right, I had to pause the video just a little bit there because I thought I was going to sneeze, but I didn't, so that's fine. So we're just going to glue the top pieces in now, and that'll help hold it in place. It will then need to sit to dry for a little while, ideally. So we're just going to pop some glue in the join there. It's just enough to hold it, because like I say, I tend to go over the joins afterwards once it's all dry with a hot glue gun anyway. But that will be enough. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to check the camera there. Just slide that in. Make sure there's no glue sitting at the top, otherwise it will knock everything when you try and put it all together later. It's fine, that's that one done. So again, we'll do the same with the other side, which I think you can see on the camera there, I hope. So just a bit of glue in the middle ones. And just a bit on the ends. Because you're going to be wrapping this with cardstock anyway, that also helps hold it together because you're obviously gluing the cardstock on. I probably shouldn't use my fingers for this, but I'm just going to anyway. Just got a bit of scrap paper there, and I'll just clean that edge off there. Okay, the next bit is piece number 12, which sits in the seat there. Now there's two pieces, 12 and 13, they're both the same size, but we'll keep piece 13 for later. It may need trimmed down slightly depending on what you use to go around the arms of the chair. What I use is fairly thick corrugated cardboard, which I'll show you in a second. But if you're using just ordinary cardstock, then you might not need to trim it at all. But by using the second piece on here as well, it helps to hold then the curved bit here. So again, it's just a case of glue. So we'll glue the edge, that'll be the back edge I'm gluing there, if you can see that. And then I'll just put a bit of glue. Try not let glue drip down underneath, because then it'll hamper the drawer. If you decide to put the drawer in, you don't actually have to. You can just put the cover plate on it. But I think the drawer's quite cute, really. Don't know what it's for, but I like the look of it anyway. So I'll just pop that down. Now ideally you want to try and weigh this down somehow. Now it's not easy. Don't worry if there's bits sticking out at the front there, that's fine. Because you can trim it off later on. And like I say, everything gets covered up anyway. And because this is 1mm card that you're using, you can actually use sandpaper. It works quite well for sort of trimming it down. I'm just reaching over for a bit of scrap here, and I'll just scrape out the corner. Right. So as you can see, I mean, nothing's actually perfectly lined up in the middle there. I'll move the camera there. But it doesn't matter because it's going to get covered up. So that's about all I can do just now until this dries. If I can get my phone sitting again, okay. Like I say, ideally you want to try and weigh it down just so that it does stick properly, even just something like that. It should line itself up, but like I say, just double check. We'll put the edge pieces in now because that'll just help hold everything as well. Normally before I put the edge pieces in, I'll put a bit of hot glue in the joints here, which actually I might do just to help hold it. Just for speed. Obviously I just knocked my phone off my stand there, which is great.